Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Thursday, November 3rd, 2022. Stand up for your country. So something amazing happened last night, historically. And very few Americans understand what it was. I'm not being arrogant or supercilious or say I'm smarter than everybody else, but I look at these things as a historian would. So here we have a sitting president, Joe Biden, who is going down. So I can tell you with certainty now that the House will go GOP. Okay, I can tell you on November 3rd that 5 days from today, the House of Representatives will be in the hands of Republicans. That's it for Nancy Pelosi. Say goodbye to her forever. She's not going to hang around. Okay? Senate, we cannot make that a surety. I might be able to do it on Monday, but I'm not sure. So Biden knows this because everybody knows it. And he gives a speech that says, hey, how can you possibly vote for a Republican because they want to take away our freedom? That was the tone of the speech. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So it was a blatant attempt to scare voters. I don't think it worked. I don't know anybody who would believe this nonsense. But Biden tried. What they call this is a Hail Mary pass. So I'm a former quarterback. And when you have one more play left, just one, clock's running out, you throw the dang ball as far as you can throw it, hoping one of your guys will catch it and score a touchdown that will save you. That's a Hail Mary pass. Okay, the most famous one was Boston College doing it, Doug Flutie, and beating the University of Miami. That was an amazing Hail Mary situation. So anyway, Biden gets up there, and his theme is not we're solving problems better, we the Democratic Party. No. Not that I have a handle on the economy and inflation. No. None of that. At all. It's one theme. Trump is evil, and the people who follow him are evil too, and they're all Republicans. Roll cut one.
You know, American democracy is under attack because the defeated former president of the United States refuses to accept the results of the 2020 election. He refuses to accept the will of the people. He refuses to accept the fact that he lost. He has abused his power and put the loyalty to himself before loyalty to the Constitution. And he's made a big lie an article of faith in the MAGA Republican Party, the minority of that party.
What does that have to do with the vote on Tuesday? What does that have to do? It's history, okay? Trump and Trump's opinion about the election has no linkage at all to the state of the American people right now. None. So why is this being brought up? Because it's the only thing. Abortion didn't work. Didn't work. Not going to sway many votes. So let's get Trump in here again. That's what that was all about. And then Biden extends it by going into the Pelosi break-in. Go.
And it just, it's hard to even say. It's hard to even say. After the assailant entered the home asking, where's Nancy? Where's Nancy? Those are the very same words used by the mob when they stormed the United States Capitol on January the 6th, when they broke windows, kicked in the doors, brutally attacked law enforcement, roamed the corridors, hunting for officials, and erected gallows to hang the former Vice President, Mike Pence.
So Trump is responsible for the Pelosi break-in because the guy, the deranged lunatic, was saying, where's Nancy? And I said this earlier. The guy wanted to terrorize Nancy Pelosi, obviously. Went to her home, broke in, she wasn't there. What is he going to say? Where's Camille? But no, they found, they being the Biden speechwriters, no, let's link it up to January 6th. Nothing to do with it. Nothing at all to do with it. That guy wasn't thinking, oh yeah, those people were roaming around the Capitol. I'm going to do the same thing. No. That loon couldn't even make a determination close to that. As we said, he wanted to leave the planet, which he has. You'll never see him again. And he figured that was the way to go out in a blaze of glory. Now, Biden's speech ended at 7:45 p.m. East Coast time. A few minutes literally after that, Don Bolduc was attacked in New Hampshire. He is running for the Senate on the Republican ticket, all right, against Maggie Hassan. A guy attacks him, all right, not a MAGA guy. Another loon attacks Bolduc. Minutes, if this isn't a signal from God, okay, minutes after Biden is a complete fraud on his speech, just minutes, this loon comes out and attacks Bolduc. Now, Bolduc's okay. The guy's name is Joseph Hart, in custody in New Hampshire. They don't have no bail laws there, all right? And he'll be charged with criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, whatever else they can charge him with. Okay, so again, we're having attacks on political people, but when they come from Biden's side, they don't say anything. It's like they never happened. So we did a canvas of the CBS, NBC, and ABC morning shows. Think they covered Bolduc? Didn't mention it. They got 3 hours. Didn't mention it. Blackout. CNN covered? No. MSNBC? Morning Joe, he missed it. Now, imagine if Maggie Hassan, the Democratic candidate, had been attacked. Okay. The only one that covered it was the Fox News channel. Okay? Out of the 6 morning news shows, 1 covered. There you go. What it is. So I'll tell you, a lot of you watching me right now and listening to me on the radio, you didn't even know that happened. You didn't even know Bolduc happened. Biden doesn't even know it happened, but it doesn't matter to Biden. Okay? And I'm guessing here, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there is anger rising. Anger's rising on both sides. I got a Concierge member letter, and usually I don't use them on the No Spin News, but this one's important. And we always protect identities. If you are a Concierge member on BillO'Reilly.com, and I'll tell you a little bit about more of that later, your identity is protected. Okay? We don't send lists out. Our premium members are protected. We're one of the only agencies that don't send anybody's information to anything else. And people offer us money to do it all the time. Let me see your list. We'll pay you this much per name. No. You write to me, it's confidential. So here comes the letter. Quote, I'm surprised, O'Reilly, you are not asking more questions about the circumstances surrounding the alleged attack on Paul Pelosi. What gives? The alleged attack? No, it was an attack. He's in the hospital with a fractured skull. It's not an alleged attack. Now, you want me to ask questions about it. To whom? So here's what I wrote back to our Concierge member, and we love you guys. Hi, I believe you are a Concierge member because you value honest information. I am following the Pelosi story closely. I am looking at court records and what the FBI is putting out. Why on earth would I ask a speculative question? And to whom would I ask it? People who speculate about tragedy are vile. It doesn't matter what party or ideology they hold. I don't trust the local authorities in San Francisco, so I'm going for information elsewhere about the case. That is the responsible thing to do. That was my answer to the Concierge member's question. But as soon as that Pelosi story broke, There is speculation all over the place. Vile speculation, nasty stuff, impugning Paul Pelosi. Now, asking questions is fine. You know, I'd like to know this. I'd like to see the video. Video's there. I'd like to see it. And if you ask a question, why aren't we seeing it? That's fine. I'd like to see it. I want to know why we're not seeing that video of the break-in. And that's legitimate. But then to take it a few steps further and imply something that Mr. Pelosi might have been doing, that's not just politically wrong, that's morally wrong. So I do ask all the legitimate questions, and I get answers to most of them. But here, it's FBI and what the FBI puts out that is the only source now of information in this case. Hiring, of course, should be done on merit. Unfortunately, many large financial firms are using your money to force companies like Apple and Home Depot to adopt so-called racial equity audits. Strive Asset Management believes it makes companies like those less successful. But here's the good news. It is your money, not theirs. Strive just launched the Strive 500 on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol STRV. Strive uses their shareholder power to mandate America's largest public companies to focus on products and profits instead of politics and social justice. The bigger Strive gets, the more powerful their voice will be. Text BILL to 55022 to learn how you can buy the Strive 500, ticker STRV. That's BILL to 55022 to learn how you can buy Strive today.
Investors should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses carefully before investing. For a prospectus or summary prospectus with this and other information about the fund, please call 855-427-7360 or visit our website at www.strivefunds.com. Read the prospectus or summary prospectus carefully before investing. Investments involve risk. Principal loss is possible. The Strive ETFs are distributed by Quasar Distributors, LLC.
All right, President Biden, he's on the road again, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hey, Republicans could win the governorship there. That's why he's there. New Mexico, small state, very Democratic now. And then he goes to San Diego to stump for Congressman Mike Levin. It's a total waste of time. I don't know why he's doing that, but he doesn't want to do his job, so I guess he's everywhere. He's zooming around. Now, here's another one. This really gets me. I'm trying to restrain myself here. So the White House puts out a tweet, and the tweet says this, quote, "Seniors are getting the biggest increase in their Social Security checks in 10 years through President Biden's leadership." That's the tweet, and they put it up on the White House band, okay, on the website. Well, immediately Twitter, now under Elon Musk, says no and flags it. And this is what Twitter says. Seniors will receive a large Social Security benefit increase due to the annual cost of living adjustment, the inflation rate. Nothing to do with Biden. It was an automatic. So, small favors. It looks like Twitter. And then immediately after that, the Biden people pull the stuff down from the website. And Karine Jean-Pierre says, we didn't have the full context. No, lady, you were trying to mislead the whole country, as you have been doing for the past 2 years. Okay? Nothing you say, Ms. Jean-Pierre, nothing is believable. You are a total propagandist. You are Baghdad Bob. Now, all White House press secretaries are like that, to some extent. The Trump people were. They're not going to say anything negative about their guy. I know that. You know that. But to go out and this, like the other day, the United States is one of the lowest inflation rates in the world. This was yesterday, and we put up 20 countries that have lower rates. Is there apology? Is there like, oh, well, somebody screwed up? My bad. Stupid expression, but no, never. It's we got caught, let's ignore it. And they get away with it because they know, like the Don Baldak story, the corporate media, the corrupt corporate media will not even mention it. Under Biden, America's oil reserves dropped to its lowest level since 1984. Okay? Since Biden took office, we've gone from 638 million barrels to 400 million. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve was established in 1975, and the crude oil is stored underground in Texas and Louisiana because in 75, there was an oil shortage because OPEC was screwing around with us. So it was backup oil was there. Now Biden is depleting that to try to keep gas prices from going up, and he's failing. Gas prices are going up. This guy, there isn't anything that he's doing outside of Ukraine. I support him there. Okay, new poll, Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal poll. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm not going to say it's good. 1,500 registered voters, it's a lot. Okay? They broke it out to white women. This is great. Suburban white women. They broke it out into that category. Here's the question. All other things being equal, if the election for Congress were held today, would you likely vote for Republican or Democrat? Okay? The result, Republican 54, Democrat 39. Just 2 months ago, August 2022, white suburban women, Republican 40, Democrat 52. So among that group, the Democrats have lost an astonishing 13% in 60 days. Why? Food. Groceries. White suburban women. One more question for them. Would you say the economy is going the right or wrong direction? Wrong direction 74, right direction 19. 2 months ago, wrong direction 59, right direction 31. So it's the same. It's all about the food prices. Remember, Biden told the white suburban women and everybody else that all of this inflation was transitory. That wasn't going to last. It's lasting. Thanksgiving's 3 weeks from today. Okay? Told you guys to buy supplies early. I hope you did. Boy, they're jacking it up. Everything. Jacking it up. And it's the most expensive Thanksgiving Day meal in the history of this country. Transitory, huh? Okay, shock and awe. That is a weekly program I do for our streaming partner, VidGo, VIDGO, vidgo.com. Now, what they do is they provide entertainment and sports at a much lower price than your cable operator does. So you go there to VidGo, you see how much they're charging, which isn't much, you see what they will give you, and you make a decision. Now, VidGo has hired us to do a weekly program for them that they stream on VidGo exclusively. Can't see it anyone else. I can use clips. So my latest guest was Robert Kahali. Now you've seen him. He's the head of Trafalgar, I think the best polling service. And the Trafalgar better be right, because if it's not, I'm going to look pretty bad come next Wednesday. Anyway, I talked to Mr. Kahali. Roll the tape.
On this week's episode of Shock and Awe.
Let's go to Georgia. Let's go to where you are. So I don't think either candidate's going to get more than 50% of the vote. It means there's a runoff, okay? Walker, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll, just out, is leading by 1 or 1.5. It's razor thin. But is it, with Kemp definitely going to win the governorship there? He's ahead by double digits. Won't he drag Herschel Walker over the win stripe?
We know Walker's winning since the debate because he really stuck it to him on the debate, and he tied him back to Biden. Now, as far as the other thing, the dynamic people don't really understand is what's been running in Georgia for the last 10 days has been a heartfelt ad from Vince Dooley, the beloved Georgia football coach. For 10 days, this has been running an ad he insisted on making, and he passed away Friday. And that is all that is in the news right now. And, you know, there's something to be said for the last thing that Vince Dooley asked for was people to get behind Herschel Walker in his own voice, in his own face. And the last thing he talked about, I think Coach's passing and the strong statement he gave on behalf of Walker.
Absolutely, down in Georgia, that would help. That would help.
May very well lead to a no runoff race.
Wow, that's a bold prediction. The Republicans would be happy to see that.
48.9.
48.9 Trafalgar that Walker has, he says. So anyway, look, that's the type of stuff that we do on this weekly show. We get you the best. Trafalgar, I do believe, is the best polling outfit. We'll see, obviously, but I'm going by past elections and what they put out. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. All right, here's the final thought. Yesterday, I asked Concierge members from BillO'Reilly.com to send me testimonials about how that membership has helped their lives. We've got a ton of them. Tanya, and again, we protect everybody's identity here. Bill, I had a problem with my retirement account, and I asked you to help. My financial institution messed it up. I spent 2 months getting nowhere. I did not have a lawyer at the time, but you told me to get one and have him write a letter. He did. I got my money in 2 days. There you go. There are always ways to solve these problems. Catherine, Bill, when the war in Ukraine started, my 11-year-old son, Adam, was very upset. I sent you a message asking for advice on what to tell him. Your response put him at ease. His father and I are very grateful. Listen, we have a lot of resources here. You got trouble with the kids, you get trouble with the grandparents, you let us know. We'll work it out for you. And Bill, you recommended AMAC, one of our sponsors, for medical, vision, and dental insurance after I became disabled. I was able to get the insurance before my COBRA ran out. Also, you encouraged me to lighten up on myself as I'm not able to do as much as I used to. Again, we will provide a pathway for your problem solving. And I'm glad, Ann, really glad you got that insurance. Okay, Rich, you really helped my wife and I with Smart Life. Following one of your programs last summer, we each bought an I-bond at 9.62% interest rate. We would have never heard about it if not for being Concierge members. Well, that's really smart. So you both put the maximum in 10 grand, and now you're getting 9.62 interest just for a year. And again, that's why we're here. Jan, I emailed you in 21 when negative investment issues became apparent and asked for advice regarding our mutual fund. You advised me to contact my broker, discuss my issues, and leave everything the way it is. I did so. And my broker said the same thing, stay the course. I did, And as of this week, I've only lost 10%. Well, wow, you're way ahead. I cannot give direct financial advice, but I can tell concierge members what I would do. Okay, this is what I would do if I were in your shoes. Now, I have kept, all right, my portfolio intact, despite the Dow losing 3,000 points, thank you, Joe Biden, this summer. Because I know, or I believe, I don't know 100%, but I believe within 2 years, my accounts will be up substantially. But if I pull it out, putting it back, you can't time it, makes it very, very hard. Paper losses are not real losses. Okay? So anyway, let's do one more on this. Mary Beth, been a concierge member for several years. I have written several letters asking questions, have been all answered in a very timely manner. The most important thing is I have a place to go where I can get the truth. I may not always like it, but I'm grateful for the information I can trust. So we get back to our concierge members with questions within 24 hours, unless I'm indisposed. We have a staff that does this. Okay, they send me the letters, I dictate the answer, they go back to you. That's how it works. So once again, I will tell you, it's the Christmas season. This makes a fabulous gift, concierge membership, to anybody you care about. It's easy. All right, all people have problems, and a lot of them are solved with very little angst. We know what to do, so we hope you will consider concierge membership on BillO'Reilly.com. Thank you for watching and listening to us tonight. New column Sunday noon. We'll see you on Monday. Listen to this. Convicted home title thief explaining what happens after he forges your home's title and takes over as the new owner.
Nobody thinks that I can take their house and borrow against the house. Oh, no, I have title insurance. It's in my name, or he would have to get some special document. They would call me. Nobody's calling you. After I've stolen the title, borrowed against it, or sold the property, it's 60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices. You've got 4 mortgages on your house. You don't even own your home anymore. It's not even in your name.
Home title fraud is growing 2.5 times faster than credit card fraud, if you can believe it. You could be a victim and not even know it. Here's how to protect yourself and verify your home's title is still in your name. Please visit HometitleLock.com, promo code RADIO. Then register your address for your no-obligation home title report, a $100 value free. Again, get your free home title report at HometitleLock.com, promo code RADIO.